and butterflies greet you upon arriving at your father's horse ranch. It is a little run-down but charming. It only needs a little love. Love that you don't have. You are here as punishment, after all. It's unfair, really. All you did was gamble away nearly all of your father's money, almost putting him in debt. He should have forgiven you, as he usually would. Instead, he sent you here to teach you some responsibility. To help you with that, your father put you in the hands of Jackson, the manager of the ranch, who just so happens to be calling you right now.
Hello? This is Jackson. Your old man told me to show you the ropes around here, but honestly, I don't have the time to babysit you. Tell me, have you ever had a dog or a cat? You ever picked up after them? You know, clean up after them. Okay, listen. Obviously, neither of us want you to be here, so let's get this over with as soon as possible. Go find Robbie. They will help you find a horse, learn to brush it, maybe clean it. Then we'll call your old man and get you back home so you don't have to dirty your fingernails, aight? I'm being realistic is all. Now off you go. Some of us have work to do.
Hey, you must be the boss's kid. I'm Robbie. I'll help you get started. Oh, right, you already spoke with Jackson. Don't mind him, he's overworked and grumpy. Doesn't even have the time to greet you in person, that guy. Seriously, he's turning into a bit of a workaholic. Now, let's get you your horse, huh? You might not know this, but horses actually have a variety of personalities. Of course, some of them won't show it at first glance. So you'll have to get to know them a little bit better before they feel comfortable enough around you. Go ahead and pick a horse that you would like to get to know better. Okay, now that you've picked a horse, you can safely give them a treat. A carrot is a good first choice. Horses usually like them, and they are very healthy for them. Or if you really want them to like you, a sugar cube is the way to go. Remember that your horse may also have its own preferences. You will learn what the horse likes the more time you spend with it. Now, go ahead and pick a treat and give it to your horse.
How is your horse doing? Oh, you want to ride your horse so soon! Okay, if you're feeling confident, then there's no reason to wait. Before riding your horse, you need to prepare it. First and foremost, your horse needs to be comfortable while you ride it. That doesn't mean that you should wash it every time, but we should at least brush it. Grab a brush from the stables and give it a go. Remember not to approach it from the rear. Hey, hopefully you haven't been kicked yet. How are you doing? Hold your horses. You first need to have something that you can ride on. You don't want to go bareback, believe me. Use your phone to buy a saddle.
So you've managed to get on your horse? Great! I can see that both of you are still nervous, so I think it would do you both good to get even friendlier before we do anything more difficult. Spend time with your horse, and once you feel like you've grown a little closer, let me know. All right, what a day. I think that's enough excitement for now. Go ahead and rest for the day. We'll pick it up tomorrow. You have your own little home here. It hasn't been used in a while, so there might be some spiders lurking in there, but nothing you can't handle, right? Hey, listen, I think we should move on to something a little more difficult. I think we should try out the paddock. Horses can be frightful creatures, especially when they are ridden by someone they don't know that well. Thankfully, your horse is slowly warming up to you, so I think you can easily go and try out some jumps. Don't worry, I'll be right by your side. Well, we're going to be doing some serious riding, so you should look the part. First and foremost, buy a helmet, then we can make our way to the paddock. You can really just tell how big the farm is now, huh? And the area outside of it is even bigger, and it's all available to us to ride. Though, of course, it would be a little early for you. You'll get there eventually. By the way, we don't just have horses on the farm, you know, we also keep chickens. They can roam freely, but they do like to get lost sometimes if you ever find one. Try to herd it back to the coop.
be afraid of. You did great. I'm very glad you liked it. Before we move on with your training, I have a favor to ask. I lost my plush toy, a little horse. I'm not sure where, though. Can you help me find it? I have a sizable collection of stuffed horses that I'm very proud of. The issue is, I think that the last time my cousins were here to visit, they decided to hide all of them around the village. Don't judge me, please. Everyone has their own thing. Would you be able to keep an eye out of them out and about? Thanks. I'm sure you'll know it's my toy when you see it.
Hey, I hear you're looking for Robbie's plushies. Don't think so highly of yourself. I truly have no interest in hearing you talk, ever. Listen, I'm trying to help you. You won't have to look everywhere. I've seen it somewhere. It's either somewhere behind the farrier's building or behind Lunge Pen. You owe me one.
Thank you. Unfortunately, this is just a fraction of the whole collection, though I am very happy that you found this one. This is one of the very rare occasions where I regret collecting these. Please let me know when you find all of them. I'll definitely repay you for your hard work. I appreciate it, despite your attitude.
Hey, it's me. Your dad called and asked about how you're doing. Don't really know why he called me and not you directly, but I guess it's now my job to be your secretary. He asked about your horse. What can you tell me about it? Okay, but why? What about it makes it so amazing? Listen, you better find out something more substantial about your horse fast, or else I'm going to have to tell your dad that you've been riding a wooden rocking horse all this time. Call me when you know, but make it quick. I'm not going to wait forever, and neither is your father.
Hello! Whoa! What a determined look in your eyes you have there. Tell me all about it. Oh dear, well that does sound like a problem, all right. Let's see. Horses have very strong personalities. The best way to figure them out is to observe their reactions to different stimuli. Now that you're more confident in your riding ability, you can focus a little less on yourself and more on your horse. Try to give it different treats and see how it reacts to each one. Knowing what kind of food your horse likes is very useful, especially when you want to teach it something new. Oh, there are lots that you can order from the store. Sugar cubes, apples, carrots. Buy a few and see which one your horse likes best. Looking forward to it. how did it go? Great! It really looks like you and your horse are bonding. I think it's time the two of you go out for a nice long ride out in the forest. The forest is the best place to see how your horse reacts to different stimuli in a natural environment. You'll definitely find out more about your horse out there. Just don't get lost. Have fun!
Hey, I have a task for you. You should save up your complaining for your dad. Since you're going to be taking over managing the farm soon, you need to know where we get all of our supplies from. Both the blacksmith and the vet are in the village. Go and find them, so that there will be no issue with that when the time comes to restock our supplies, or when a horse gets sick. Don't worry about that. The village is small enough. Just look around it and you'll find everything no problem. Great.
Hello there. You're a face I haven't seen yet. Welcome. I'm Julia. You look scared, darling. Don't be. My name is Julia. I'm the local blacksmith. How can I help you? Oh, yes. You're the owner's son, aren't you? I remember when you were just a little pup. Darling, I've been a blacksmith for a very long time, and I've worked for your daddy for even longer than that. I've seen you when you were just a little foal, barely running on those 2 chubby legs. Well, you were a tiny thing, to be fair. Your dad stopped bringing you along after your mom died, I suppose. Yes, well, now it's yours. Let's get you those horseshoes.
Hey. If I have to choose between that and actually going to see you, I choose calling. You should be used to that by now. It's high time you start taking care of some of the management of the farm. Your dad sent you here for a reason, and you've played with horses long enough. We'll start with something easy. Go clean out the horse stalls. Get them ready for new horses.